part 2 is related, not now you need to switch over. يعني don't tell me that Q is whatever now. خلاص الجواب الأول خلصنا. The next one. Question 2 says, if each widget is sold for 25 dirhams, what is the minimum amount of widgets? Minimum سؤال, what is the minimum amount of what's the equation? We want to find Q, okay, and خلينا نمشي على طريقة الصبية هذه. قالت لنا P والمعطيات هذه، شو حكيت المعطيات؟
معطيات.
حبينا المعطيات.
اوكي خلينا نحط المعطية هاي نضيفها. If each widget is sold for 25 dirhams, so little p equals 25 dirhams, right? What is the minimum amount of widgets? So we need Q when p equals 0. هلا شو بدكم تسووا؟ بدكم تقولوا P profit equals total revenue minus total cost. Right?
زيرو.
خليك معي على الزيرو هلا. P equals profit equals total revenue minus total cost. تمام؟
صحيح.
هلا حط لي الزيرو تحت ال P, doesn't matter. نروح للي بعده. Total revenue هو Q times P. Is V there? We have
Q times P.
Times P, sorry. Is P there? Yes, it's 25.
Yes.
So you say 25 Q. بس بدي ايش استعجل النص بيها بس I can't read.
لا I'm following.
لا هلا بدنا نقول revenue is quantity times P. quantity ما بنعرفها هلا بدنا نطلعها. ف Q times P times 25, right? تمام؟ What? ايوه ايوه ماينس هلا تحطوا لي التوتال كوست اللي هو الاف سي، حط مكان الاف سي بتحط لي 10000 ماينس كيو تايمز 20. خلاص حلوه يلا.
كيو
2000 جواب. خليني انا اجرب هلا.
minus Q.
So we say 0 equals Q times 25 minus FC, which is 10,000, minus 20 Q.
20 Q.
Okay, so this would mean 25 Q minus
5 Q. Minus.
Minus 20Q is a 5Q minus 10,000. Goes Q 10,000 minus 1,000 minus 1,000. شو حكيت الجواب يا أسيل؟ 2000 مش 200. 200. سبدي ما حداش قال 200.
انت قلت 2000 بس هي 2000.
Okay. Well done. You're doing fine. You are doing fine, guys.
اوكي هلا عشان كيف طلعتها هلا ال 25 كيو نقصنا منها ال 20 كيو.
نقصت منها بالبراكتس.
شلنا من ال 25 ال 20 ضل 5
ضل عندك 5 كيو والجهه الثانيه 10000.
بالضبط
خلص ديفايد الجهتين على 5. ديفايد both by 5. فال5 على 5 equals 1 بصير عندك كيو لحالها. الجهه الثانيه 10000 ديفايد 5 بصير 2000. Very good. If anybody is not fully clear about it, check with a colleague, please, or you have my email, you can send me. Okay? Can I move on? This is important. Come on. Why you making me? Why did you ask me to do this then?
It's not this.
So why did you ask me to do this
We
then?
just want to, because we need to make sure that whatever you've given us, it's whatever.
Yes. But you seem to be blaming me for.
This will be so consistent on this because we face
اوكي. ما ما بدنا نحتار انا انا عارف بس انا قولوا لي لا بدكم يعني اروح على المسألة answer the questions I can بس I asked you about this you said yes you wanted it.
Yes, it's fine.
But what about the third part?
It's just simple.
It's simple maths, yeah, very good. خلاص, let's go. Very good. Quality. What's happening here? I think it's not listed in the topics, the important topics, although it was previously. So it's good that you have a reasonable grasp of the idea, just in case that if it is in the exam, then you can do it. All right? Very good. Now, this topic is important. So you will have one question about this topic. Right? Quickly, the challenge of, so I'll go through it now, but you need to read through the whole thing at home. Quality. The challenge of organizations is to produce and deliver quality products and services. So quality is very important because at the end of the day, whatever you produce of service or product, you know, the quality will decide whether it is appreciated, whether it is, you know, satisfactory or not. All right? And sometimes it might not be accepted. If you're an engineer, you know, the structure which the foundation, concrete foundation, which you have created you might be asked to break it and redo it. And it's normal. So it is one rule to get the quality right the first time. You know? And I have good news for you. One scholar said, not exam. You know, when this is about knowledge, you know, not only exam. One scholar actually suggested that quality, one of the definitions of quality, is doing the right thing when nobody is watching. Okay? So think about this. All right? And I'll send you a gift, a quality video, but we don't have the time now. I had it here, I wanted to show it to you. Maybe I'll send it to you through Hisham. In this topic, we'll discuss the meaning of quality and explore competitive implications of focusing on the philosophy of total quality management. Very important. Requirements for improved quality of products and services, very important. It has led to 3 important changes in the international business. So the importance of quality has been rapidly, you know, growing over the years. Quality is one of the disciplines which are reasonably formalized, reasonably, you know, lately, you know, like the past 3 decades. Before this, we were practicing quality without knowing that it is quality, you know. But the discipline itself, you know, appeared nearly 30 years ago, and then it started to apply to everything. But you know, indications of the importance and the rapid acceptance of quality is like there's a growing recognition of the strategic importance of total quality management. It is of strategic value and has impact on the strategic strategy and the strategic value of the organization. Also, a major push by organizations worldwide to seek certification. People now, they go for ISO 9001, 9000, whatever. If you noticed, if you go to some hospitals, they have this certificate hanging everywhere. So ISO certification has become one of the important indicators of people adopting of total quality management and total quality. There are also growing recognition and application for awards that are related to quality, such as Malcolm Baldrige National Quality Award, Australian Quality Award. So generally, quality has become an important thing in all our disciplines, in all industries, but specifically in operations because it's about the quality of the product or service we are dealing with. Quality in definition, well, quality is also important because it's one of the objectives of operations and one of the decision-making responsibilities. Okay? So it is important for this reason. You need to spend a little bit of thought, you know, revising this and trying to understand it, you know, read it a few times, because in the important topics, there's one item says, you know, modern quality management. Also, quality is defined here as meeting or exceeding customer requirements now and in the future. So we assume that there are customers, the people who will be receiving the service or the product. So it's about, you know, meeting or exceeding their requirements. Okay? So it is to their satisfaction. Why is it important? Quality is about providing excellence in the products or services that an organization produces. And project quality is important because it is direct relationship to organizational success. remember, or maybe you don't remember, but in project management, that there are 3 indicators of success or failure: time, cost, and quality. Yeah? And this applies to operations. To deliver on time, to budget, and matching the quality or achieving the quality. Modern quality management, and remember the question that was saying quality, modern quality management. This is how it was listed. Yeah? Let me read it again, see it again. Yeah, it says modern quality management. Simple as that. Are they talking about this only this slide? I don't really know because I haven't seen the question. But in the important topics, they specifically say modern quality management. So we have a slide called modern quality management. And it says modern quality management requires customer satisfaction, prefers prevention to inspection, and recognizes management responsibility for quality. So it is worthwhile remembering this or understanding this in case they specifically asking about this, then you can give them 3 points. There are some insights, some reflections on different sayings by scholars about the importance of quality. Deming says higher quality meant greater productivity and lower cost. Juran says stress the importance of top management role and commitment, and actually suggested that bad quality is associated with lack of senior management support and leadership. Crosby highlighted the cost of poor quality. So poor quality costs a lot of money, by the way. And many things associated with poor quality. Rework, scrapping, many things. So this is why I say you need to target having the right quality first time. Ishikawa developed the concept of quality circles and fishbone diagrams, and Taguchi introduced the concept that quality should be designed into the product and not inspected into it. So it is part of it. Leadership, very important. So important that top management be quality minded. You need a sponsor for implementing quality, right? If management doesn't care, less, then forget it. Quality management is never an accident, but always the product of careful thought, research, planning, and systematic disciplined execution of the plans. Okay, so you need to read through this. And also very important is the sentence or statement at the bottom there, which says that quality as risk management is an add-in, not an add-on. An add-in, you could say, I'm doing my work, I'm an operation manager doing my work, then, because it is a regulatory requirement to have a quality plan, I go and produce a quality plan. Whenever an auditor comes, I show the quality plan. This is an add-on. Rubbish. What we need is an add-in, meaning that in everything we do, there is quality. There are 3 processes which we need to be aware of: quality planning, quality assurance, and quality control. So any of these processes will be weaved into the different processes you have in operation, project management, or anything. A key element of Kaizen, have you come across Kaizen? Yeah? It is a Chinese word, or Japanese word. It's a Japanese word. Kaizen means to improve more rapidly than your competition. So this is about competitive advantage in our. Again, we have in our mind that there are people we are racing with. So I'm trying to achieve the competitive advantage to be positioned ahead of my competitors. In Japanese culture, they say quality or Kaizen is about to improve more rapidly, than your competitor. So maybe your competitors are also improving, yeah? But the rate of acceleration, yours is higher than them because all cars are accelerating. Everybody is pushing the accelerator. But that who has higher acceleration, yeah, is the one who's leading. And also it says Kaizen, according to Kaizen, regardless of how well you believe that you are doing something, there's always, that there is a better way of doing things. So you always have more window of opportunity to improve. All right? A fundamental component of any quality management system is continual quality. This is one basic principle. This is something, it's a process happening all the time. And it is continual rather than continuous. We talked earlier about something, with a discussion about, grade and quality. And there's a difference between quality and grade, so we might, if you need to talk about this also if you ask about generally about modern quality management, that quality is indicative of bad or good, but grade is not necessarily indicative of that, because you need to have a context. The context will decide whether it is good or bad. Maybe you are intentionally and in purpose producing low grade, so for people who can afford it. Yeah? You know what I mean? The Yaris, yeah? Who wants the Yaris? I'll take the other one. Okay? So for example, here you see a Mercedes is not a Ford. Both can have quality, but the Mercedes is normally thought to be of higher grade, because it's intended for, people who can afford it. Quality function. There are 3 types of quality incorporated in product design. In product design, you have basic level quality, and you have normal level quality, and you have excitement. And surprisingly, the definition of those are, a bit, you wouldn't expect them. So basic level quality is expected and taken for granted. It goes without saying that it has to be of this as a minimum, Normal level quality meets all business requirements and adds additional features. You'd think usually that normal means what is expected, but this is actually what is expected plus. And excitement, given customers that something extra for to delight or to joy. Quality perspectives. Quality perspectives. Of course, it depends on how you are applying quality, in what area, in what business, in what discipline, then what any of these might be suitable. For example, fitness for use. When we're talking about cars, I'll be selecting the car which is suitable for the car racing. I'll go for the McLaren, right? The Yaris does not fit the purpose, yeah? So it's not fit for use. So if I'm talking about a car that is doesn't, very easy, very cheap to maintain. Yeah, a car that doesn't cost much money to maintain and service. Is the McLaren? No, of course not. The Yaris. So although it's a lower grade, but it is suitable. It is of higher quality considering the purpose, the context. So fitness to use is very important. You need to compare to the context, to what it is intended to be used for, right? It might be something amazing, very expensive, but maybe it's not fitting the use. Maybe something much cheaper than that can be more fitting to the use. Also, customer satisfaction is another thing. This can be correlated with quality. So you can make a judgment about the quality of service through customer satisfaction. All right? Quality of design is also correlated with the quality of the product. Quality of conformance. This is, we're talking about processes and procedures, then it is about conformance, abiding or adhering to regulations, standards, laws, whatever. Okay? So your judgment about the quality would be about how much is this conforming with this following the regulations. Yeah? So it's the conformance, not the fit to use, fit for use, not the customer satisfaction. So each perspective of quality fits nicely into different scenarios and different situations. Reliability. What's reliability? Maybe you'll say that something is of high quality if it is reliable. Volvo, maybe. I'll say that Arab football teams are not of high quality because they're not consistent or reliable. Because sometimes they do really very good, sometimes they do really bad. I said this about the Jordanian team, by the way. I don't know that.
And Egyptian.
And Egyptian also. So sometimes they excel, they do excellent. You think they compare to the best. And sometimes they have magluba and then they make a big Maintainability is also another indicator. Whether this equipment, is maintainable or not. Because if it's not maintainable, that means it will be out of service, out of operation. So this can be also correlated, and field service. So there can be many other things also. Processes of quality, as I said, in project management, in project quality management, there are 3 processes. So even if you when you study project management, maybe I'll be coming to teach you that later on, hopefully. I like to come back to Kuwait. I like Kuwait. You will see that one of the knowledge areas in project management to do your PMP certification is project quality management. The project quality management have 3 processes as defined by the PMI, Project Management Institute. The first one is project quality control, project quality planning, then project quality assurance, and then project quality control. There are tools which you might mention in your answer to, but you don't have to go into details. You say there are quality tools such as Pareto analysis, using the 80-20 rule, and statistical sampling and inspection. So you read through this, and I suggest that for this particular topic, no harm to go to the book, because we know that it is spelled out. There is one topic related, one question, exam question related to this topic. So if you want to know more about this, you can